welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews with a new guest reviewer. This is Kevin Burns of thefoaminghead.com.
Hey Chad, thanks for having me. Thefoaminghead.com, we cover all things New York craft beer, and decided to come in. I like doing video reviews with other people. You've seen me made with Marcus Giuliano of Aroma Bistro, so happy to be here with Chad.
Yeah, and he was kind enough to sell me one of his shirts.
That's right. Chad's wearing the Foaming Head t-shirt. You can get online at our website if you like.
Yeah, I mentioned your website in a couple other of my reviews.
This is the #1 ranked beer on thefoaminghead.com, which is a website of beer reviews of just beers that are brewed in New York.
Usually I drink beer after dinner, but I was talking with Kevin Burns from thefoaminghead.com. He said you should try drinking a beer with dinner, and then waiting a while, and then drinking another one. But we're not drinking a New York beer today. We're drinking a Belgian beer.
Yeah, today we're drinking the Belgian Trappist beer, Chimay. There's plenty of Trappist monasteries in the world, but only 7 brew beer. Chimay is one of them. They make 3 beers. They make the Chimay Red, the White, and the Blue. We'll be drinking the Red today. It's also known as Chimay Premier. So.
The Red, you want to open it?
Yeah, sure.
The Red is a double, the White is a triple, and the Blue is a quad. Well, the quad is known as a Belgian strong dark ale.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a debate as to what's a quad and what's a strong dark. This is, like you said, is a double though. Checks in at
look at that smoke.
a hearty 7% alcohol, so it's definitely not an everyday session beer. Definitely something to sip on.
Yeah. That's Kevin brought his own Chimay glass, and this is one that you saw one of my bonus materials like a couple weeks ago. I got this. It was on eBay for like 10-15 bucks. I described this as like a brown, almost kind of like a rusty color.
Yeah, rusty brown. It's very murky.
Yeah.
If you do drink this glass, you'll see there's a lot of yeast at the bottom. It's a bottle re-fermented, which means it's kind of technically still brewing in the bottle.
Yeah.
I know Chad's not a fan of aging beers, but this beer will definitely age. You can lay this down as long as it's dark, in a dark place, cool temperature. You could lay this beer down for maybe 5-10 years, and it'll still be good.
Yeah, look at the smell here. Fruity. It must be more malty than.
Nope, there's definitely some malt, definitely some fruit in the nose. Maybe prunes, figs.
Very malty. But it's also fairly sweet. I mean, I wouldn't describe this as tart or bitter. Would you?
No, not at all. You have the malt, you have the fruit, a little sweetness, high in carbonation. Not much of a finish. Chad's talked about IPAs. They have those big signature finishes. These Belgians, as opposed to a big flavorful finish, it kind of just dies out and dries out your mouth a little bit.
It definitely is. I would call it a rich flavor.
Very rich, very deep.
It's very tasty. It feels a little. The actual mouthfeel is actually a little flat and kind of thin, I guess I would say.
No, it is.
It doesn't really dance on your tongue.
It's a highly carbonated beverage, but it's definitely it's high malt, but it's got that wild yeast from Belgium that they like to use, and it definitely tastes. You can taste the yeast. It's running around all over this beer. And the flavors will change as it warms up a little bit. We're drinking this fairly cold, and as it warms up, especially if you're drinking the whole 750 by yourself, it's going to warm up a little bit, and the flavors will change a little bit. You'll get a little bit more of the alcohol will come alive.
With your hands.
Yeah. If you want to warm it up a quick way, you kind of just hold it in your hands, and that'll warm it up a little bit. What happens is, like I said, the alcohol will come alive a little bit. It'll be a little bit more noticeable. You'll get more of that fruit,
rather mild.
It is mild for a Belgian Duvel. They can get up to 10-11%. This is only 7, and pretty mild. It goes down easy. It's really, really good.
Yeah. I think this makes I'd probably call this more of like an after dinner beer, or like it's a good red wine substitute. Like you're not a wine drinker.
You're definitely gonna want to pair this with dark, gamey meats, big steaks. It can go with dessert if you want. It'll definitely pair with some chocolate real well.
Yeah. Chimay makes their own cheeses too.
Yes. A lot of like we said, a lot of the breweries here domestically are starting to do that. Omega makes cheese now.
Yeah. They're Belgian style New York brewery. They only make Belgian style beers.
Yeah, and they're making some cheese now. I just had their Aroma cheese. They make the cheese and they submerge it in beer for a little while, and you can definitely taste the beer and the cheese. This will pair well with some real rich cheeses, meats, and it's actually a diverse beer. You can kind of pair this with anything. You know, you can even pair it with some starters, depending on the starters. But it's big body. You're gonna want some food that can definitely stand up to it.
I think I'm ready to make my call on this. I mean, it's flavorful, and I think it's pretty. I actually think this is actually very drinker friendly. You don't have to be a beer expert to like this, because it's not too intense. Like as far as drinkability, soft mouthfeel, real smooth. You know, 7% ABV. It's not, you know, like a little heavy, but I don't think it's anything the average beer drinker couldn't handle. So I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I'd say it's an excellent beer.
Yeah, I might even go a little higher than that. I'm thinking 9.5. I really love this beer. Like Chad said, you know, we describe all these flavors, but, you know, if you were to describe this beer, it's just flat out good. It's tasty, you know, and anybody from the average beer drinker to the beer connoisseur would like this beer.
I'm done already. I guess that about wraps it up.
Yep. Thanks for having me, Chad.
Yep.
I love doing the video beer reviews, and I definitely love drinking good beer.
So that's 8 for me, 9.5 to you. So either way, it's just a really good beer. So check it out. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's beer review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.